ముందుగా ప్రియమైన విద్యార్థులకు మరియు వారి తల్లిదండ్రులకు నమస్కారం. నా పేరు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజీలో చైర్మన్. నేను ఈ రోజు 10th క్లాస్ విద్యార్థులను దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని మాట్లాడడం జరుగుతుంది. అది ఏమిటనగా, మనందరికీ తెలుసు, గత 2 సంవత్సరాలుగా కరోనా కారణంగా విద్యార్థులు ఎటువంటి పరీక్షలు రాయకుండానే పై తరగతులు పంపడం జరుగుతుంది. ఫలితంగా ఐఐటి జేఈ మరియు నీట్ లాంటి జాతీయ స్థాయి పరీక్షలను సాధించడం కష్టతరం అవుతుంది. దీనిని అధిగమించడానికి మరియు 10వ తరగతి పరీక్షలో అత్యధిక మార్కులు సాధించడానికి నేను మీ ముందుకు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ద్వారా అనుభవజ్ఞులైన అధ్యాపకులచే ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులు, హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్ మరియు గత ప్రశ్నపత్రాల సమాధానాల విశ్లేషణ ఇవ్వబడును. కాబట్టి నేను విద్యార్థులకు చెప్పదలుచుకున్నది ఏంటంటే, ఈ ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులను మరియు హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్లను క్లాస్ రూమ్లో కూర్చొని చదువుకున్నంత సీరియస్గా చదువుకోవాలను. ఇంకొకటి ఏమిటనగా, ఈ యొక్క క్లాసులు విన్న వెంటనే అర్థం చేసుకొని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయవలను. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడం అంటే కేవలం చదవడం కాదు, పేపర్ మీద రాయవలను. అలాగైతే గుర్తుండిపోతుంది. దీంతో పాటు మీ యొక్క నాలెడ్జ్ని పరీక్షించుకున్న కొరకు త్వరలో ప్రీ ఫైనల్ పరీక్షలు కూడా నిర్వహించబడు. ఈ యొక్క అవకాశాన్ని సద్వినియోగం చేసుకోవాలని 10th చదివే విద్యార్థులకు విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తున్నాను.
Now we'll see something about midpoint. Midpoint. Suppose I got a line joining 2 points A x1 y1 and B x2 y2. So midpoint means this P is dividing in the ratio 1:1. That we call it as midpoint. So P is called as midpoint of AB joining AB. So as we have seen the section formula, so M is 1 and N is 1. If you substitute in formula, we will be getting midpoint of AB. Midpoint nothing but P x comma y, which is nothing but x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. This is the midpoint of 2 points, that is A x1 y1 and B x2 y2. So here M is nothing but 1. If you substitute in the section formula, we will be getting the point as x1 plus x2 by 2, that is average of 2 x coordinates and the average of 2 y coordinates. This is the midpoint formula. Suppose I want to find the centroid of the triangle. Centroid. Let us suppose we have like this a triangle centroid. Centroid is nothing but the point of intersection here. The point of intersection of the altitudes of a triangle. This point we denote the centroid by capital G. This point we call it as the centroid. It is the point of intersection of the altitudes of a triangle. So how to get this point? Centroid divides the altitude in the ratio 2:1. This is 2, this is 1. In the same way, this is 2, this is 1. In the same way, this is 2, this is 1. So centroid divides the altitude in the ratio 2:1, which we call it as one of the point as trisection. Coming to the centroid formula, centroid G is given as, because let us suppose we will take a point as x1 y1 x2 y2 and this is x3 y3. So as I told you, G divides line joining AD in the ratio 2:1. So if I use section formula, this is M is 2, N is 1. If I substitute in the formula, I will be getting the centroid formula as x1 plus x2 plus x3, because we have 3 coordinates A, B, C of a triangle, divided by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. This becomes the centroid formula of triangle ABC, where A is this, B is this, C is this. Once again I am telling you, centroid divides the altitude in the ratio 2:1. Either it can be AD or it can be BE or it can be CF. It divides in the ratio 2:1. That 2:1 we need to consider as M:n and substitute in the section formula, then we will be getting the centroid formula as x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Now we will see something about the very important one. Based on this, we will be getting compulsory a 4 marks question we call that as.
Hello students, myself Sunil Kumar Badal. I have done my BTech from IIT Kanpur. Here at K. Venkanna classes, I teach chemistry. So, right now I know you all are busy with your board exam preparation. But let me ask you a question. Suppose you want to be a cricketer. Who would you choose your coach? A cricketer or a wrestler? Answer is definitely cricketer. So, in the same way here, we are the group of IITians, NITN and doctor. So, if you really want to crack or get a seat into IIT, NIT or any top medical colleges, come here and join.
Points of what is this? Points of trisection, as the name indicates, trisection. Tri means 3. So, if I divide a line joining 2 points AB in the ratio, let us suppose this is the point, this is P. P divides AB in the ratio 1:2 or Q divides in the ratio 2:1, then these two ratios are called as points of trisection. If I divide a line in the ratio 1:2 or 2:1, then these two are called as points of trisection. That is, P is dividing AB in the ratio 1:2 and Q is dividing in the ratio 2:1. Then these 2 points are called as points of trisection. As we already know the section formula, in that section formula we consider M as 1, M as 2, we will be getting P point, and in the same section formula if you consider M as 2 and N as 1, we will be getting the Q point. So, these two are called as points of trisection. Based on this, we will be getting compulsory a 4 marks question this year, compulsory. Note this point, we will be getting compulsory a 4 marks question based on these points of trisection. Later, after learning all the concepts, we will be doing some important questions of based on trisection as well as previous year's questions. That we will do after seeing some of the topics. Now, once again we will see one more important topic called area of a triangle. Area of a triangle. Let us suppose this is the triangle. We have A x1 y1, B x2 y2 and C x3 y3. I need to find what? I need to find what? Area, means this shaded region. This part I need to find, this part, how much is the area of this triangle ABC. So, area of the triangle we already know, in the previous classes we have learned area of triangle ABC is given when, if 3 points are given, 3 points A x1 y1, B x2 y2 and C x3 y3 are given, then the area of the triangle formula can be taken as half mod, I am writing here, that becomes half mod x1 into, after 1 we will be getting, generally we will be getting, after 1 we will be getting 2, after that we will be getting 3. So, remember this order, after x1 we will be getting 2, that is y2 minus y3, again we have completed with x1, then go to x2, after 2 we will be getting which value? 3, that is in terms of y, that is y3 minus y1, after completing with the x2 we will be getting x3, that is x3 into, after 3 we will be getting what? 1, therefore, this can be written as y1 minus, after 1 we will be getting 2. So, this becomes the area of the triangle formula using the 3 points A x1 y1, B x2 y2, C x3 y3. Once again, this is the area formula. Area equal to half mod. Why mod? Because area of the triangle will be always positive, it cannot be negative. So, compulsory that we need to put mod, half mod x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. So, this is the area of the triangle formula, and compulsory when you are doing the problem you have to mention the units, that is square units, because area will be in terms of square units. If it is centimeters we will be writing square centimeters, if it is in meters we will be writing square meters. So, this is the area of the triangle formula. Now, we will see something about the collinearity, something about this one. collinearity. So, what this means? What this means? The name collinear indicates like the points lying on the same line. If the points lying on the same line, then these 3 points are said to be collinear. Suppose I got A point like this, I got C point like this, I got B point like this. Order is not important, whether the points are lying on the same line or not, that is called as collinearity. So, what will be the condition for collinearity? See, first point, condition, when the points will be collinear, when the points will be collinear, when the points will be collinear. If the points lie on the same line, that is what I said, the points lie on the same line, then 3 points are said to be collinear. So, what will be the condition for collinearity? When they will be collinear? Let us suppose we have like this, here I am writing here. So, if they are lying on the same line, can we form a triangle? No, means area of the triangle will be 0. So, compulsory. If you want to show that the 3 points are collinear, we can show that the area of the triangle will be 0 bulk. Then the 3 points are said to be collinear, because we cannot form triangle using the points lying on the same line. The next one is like this. Suppose I got like this, here I got A point, I got B point, and C is lying in between of A, B, means the sum of these two distances like AC plus BC can be written as what? AB. The sum of these two distances, this distance plus this distance is equal to what? Is equal to big distance, this one. So, AC plus BC will be equal to what? AB. Sum of two distances is equal to the third distance. Once again I will write, see here. Suppose I got like this, this is A, this is B, this is C. Now, which one is in between? B is in between, means AB plus BC can be written as AC. Once again, suppose I got like this, I got B here, I got A here, I got C here. Now, which one is in between? A. So, I can write this as AB plus AC can be written as BC. So, any 3 we can show that they are collinear bulk. So, sum of the two distances is equal to third distance. It can be either this one or this one or this one. It depends upon the problem. So, what I mean, what is the condition? Sum of the two distances should be equal to third distance. So, this is the condition, second condition when they are collinear. So, either it can be like this or it can be like this or it can be like this. The only thing you need to remember is like this, sum of two distances should be equal to the third distance, that is about the second collinearity. We have one more condition, when the points will be collinear, if any two slopes are equal, about two slopes are equal. I will talk about the slope in a little while. So, condition, what is the condition for the collinearity? Any two slopes should be equal, means suppose we have like this, means slope of AB will be equal to slope of BC, or slope of AC will be equal to slope of BC, or slope of BC will be equal to slope of AB. So, any two slopes should be equal, that is one of the condition for collinearity. Now, we will see something about the most important one and compulsory this year. Once again I am telling you, compulsory this year, the problems related to some figures. So, what is that? To prove that a figure, given figure is either first one. To prove that a figure is either a square or a rhombus or a parallelogram or a rectangle, or it can be isosceles triangle or it can be equilateral triangle. We will discuss some of the conditions when that will be square, when that will be rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, then equilateral triangle, then isosceles triangle. So, first we will go with square. Square, this is the square, right. So, as we all know that all the sides of a square should be equal, means compulsory we need to show that the distance between AB, BC, CD and AD should be equal. And what is this? What is this? We all know the diagonals bisect each other, that is AC should be equal to BD. Then the figure ABCD forms a square. What is that? Once again, we need to find the distance between these two. You know the distance formula, which is root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So, we will be finding the distance between these two AB, distance between these two, distance between these two, distance between these two. All the four sides should be equal and the diagonal should be equal. Diagonals should be equal, means the distance between BD and AC should be equal. Then the figure is called as a square. Now, coming to the second one, what is that? Rectangle. Rectangle. Now, we got like this. Let us suppose I am taking all the points in a order, okay, and this is what the diagonal and this is the diagonal. Now, so compulsory we should know that these two will be equal and these should be equal, as the diagram says, like AB should be equal to what? CD, and BC should be equal to what? AD. Is that clear? And the opposite sides should be equal and the opposite sides should be equal, and here the diagonals, what is the diagonal? AC should be equal to BD. So, this forms the rectangle. Coming to the third one, what is the third one? Third one, parallelogram. Parallelogram. So, this is a parallelogram. I am taking all the points in the order A, B, C, D, and once again, as the diagram says, again these two should be equal, again these two should be equal. That is nothing but, I can write this as AB should be equal to what? CD, and BC should be equal to what? AD, means opposite side should be equal. And coming to the diagonals, can these two will be equal? Are these two same? Just think using the diagram. No. So, AC cannot be equal to BD. So, how to show all these means? Only we have to use the distance formula. Distance between these two means distance formula we need to find. Distance between these two, distance between these two should be same, distance between these two should be same, and distance between these two should be same, and the diagonals does not bisect each other. So, AC not equal to BD. Then the figure, the diagram will be parallelogram. Coming to the fourth one, what is that fourth one? A rhombus. Rhombus, as we all know, rhombus will be in the diamond shape like this. I am taking all the points in a order, that is, let us suppose this is A, this is B, this is D, and this is like this. As we know, the diagram says all the four sides should be equal, as we have seen in the square. Again here AB should be equal to what? BC should be equal to what? CD should be equal to what? AD, all the four sides. Then are these two equal? No. Then AC is not equal to BD. Then the diagram forms a rhombus. Coming to the next one, if it is isosceles triangle, two sides should be same, any two sides are equal, two sides should be equal. Means suppose we have diagram like this A B C. So, either AB will be equal to AC or AB will be equal to BC or BC will be equal to AC. Any two sides should be same, that forms isosceles triangle. Suppose we have a triangle like this. What is this called as? Equilateral triangle. So, suppose we have this, means A B C, means compulsory that A B should be equal to BC should be equal to AC. All the three sides should be equal. Then the triangle forms an equilateral triangle. So, based on these diagrams, based on these, compulsory will be getting a 4 marks question, and it is totally based on the distance formula, which is very much easy. And after this we will be seeing some important questions of previous years, that is 1 mark, 2 marks and 4 marks all together we will be seeing.